Hey, this is Joanna here for the Tech Scene Launch 2013 with the founder of Launch Conference, Jason Calacanis, and also a grand jury member, Brian. So, first of all, let's talk about how you guys know each other.
We met in high school. I'm best friends with his older brother, who's also here. So we've known each other 25 or 6 or some number, a lot of years.
Since we were 12, maybe.
25 years, and you guys both started Weblogs Inc. So what are you working on now then?
So I have a company called Ceros, C-E-R-O-S, and we're reinventing brand publishing. Brands want to be publishers. We have a platform for them to do that. So catalogs, things like that.
And then so we know what you're up to with Launch.
Yep.
Okay, but tell us about all the other things you do.
Well, I am launching a new company called Inside.com, which you can follow at Inside, I-N-S-I-D-E, or www.inside.com, and it's going to be in the news space.
It's still stealth though, right? You can't say more than that?
I can say it's in the news space.
Okay.
The truth be told, I only know about 30% of what I'm doing, so I'm still figuring it out, but it will be somewhere in the news and information space.
Because that's how you started out.
That's what we do.
Zero origins.
Content guys.
Cool. Okay. And then with This Week in Startups, were you a co-founder? Did you anticipate? Did you want to get into that? Was it an accident?
It wasn't an accident. I've been podcasting since 1996, 97. I started my first podcast on the internet. Back then it was streaming radio. And I've always loved media and doing shows. So This Week in Startups is probably my third or fourth podcast. And it's now 300 and almost 50 episodes in over 4 years. It's got a staff of 3 or 4 people who work on it, 100,000 downloads per episode. And we just interview the most intelligent, insightful entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and angel investors every week. And you can go to This Week in Startups and check it out.
So what trends, since you guys are the content guys, the media guys, what trends do you see coming up in the next 5 years as far as media and content?
For me, it's really brands becoming publishers. So a lot of magazines, newspapers, media companies built on that are dying. Advertising-supported companies are dying. And then brands like Red Bull, Coca-Cola, FedEx, Pepsi, things like that, they have the money, they have marketing budgets, and they don't care what content's worth in terms of value to produce it, and they are making tons of content. Red Bull has a 24/7 news channel of video. They have a magazine that's actually got more circulation than ESPN and Sports Illustrated. So brands are killing it in publishing. That's my trend.
Yeah, I would say real time is a big trend. Instead of us going on the internet and typing in a search term, we tend to just jump in the stream and let the news run over us, if you will. So I think the river of news and the streaming of news, which you'll either experience on Twitter, Facebook, or by turning on some blogs, you just sit there and watch the news come to you, as opposed to going and subscribing to a magazine or opening a book or doing a search. So that's that real-time news that I think has changed everything. The news cycle is much, much faster. So I would say speed is mine.
And then last question, I just want to know, who inspires you?
Ask him first.
Okay. Who inspired who?
No, who
inspires you?
Yeah.
Who inspires
you?
So I know his. I think like Howard Stern. You're like
no.
Like king of all media.
King of all media, yeah. That was pretty. Actually, I will say, as a podcaster, Charlie Rose, Howard Stern, Oprah are some of the pound for pound best interviewers. So I do have studied them a lot and been inspired by what they do. And on a media basis, I do think I like the idea of dabbling in all medias and building brands that are cross-media brands. So the Launch Festival here has This Week in Startups as a video component. We have an event in person here, and we have an email newsletter. We have a website that's like a ticker of real-time news. So I like multiple media, yeah. So that I would say Howard Stern is somebody who's conquered movies, books, television, and radio. Yeah, sure, that's a good contemporary.
So, mine used to be technology people who built products, people who, maybe the CTO level, like you were saying before. And now it's actually, since I've been a CEO for the past 5 years, right after we sold our companies before, it's been those like a Jeff Bezos who like builds a sustainable, long-lasting mega business. That's who I'm kind of fascinated with. Then they're still probably technical.
All right. Thank you so much for interviewing you guys. Thank you so much. You can find them, the website?
Just Brian Alvey on Twitter for me. That's the easiest.
Follow Brian Alvey.
And I am at Jason, Jason, on Twitter.
Simple. That's how you know you're VIP, when you have your one-word Twitter name.
When I give my Twitter handle, it's inherently a humble brag.
Yeah.
Oh, my Twitter handle? Oh, it's Jason.
Jason.
And then everybody goes, you have at Jason? How do you Jason? Oh, it's just I was on early.
Yeah.
Which is not true. I bought it, but.
down low, secret.
Not really too, but I did buy it.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks a lot.